Since I am out here harvesting lavender, I thought I would give you a little look-see. We've moved the aloe vera up here into the upper garden. I'm going to plant it all along the fence there. Put in a lot of succulents with rocks and stuff in between. Then if you come over here, you'll see my zucchini, which looks kind of unhappy this time of day. It's okay. I water it really well in the evening. I've got one little zucchini happening there. My zucchini has not really set, and I don't know if I'm just not getting good pollination or what, or maybe it's too early in the season. And over here, the peppers are doing good. I've got poblano there and one hiding there inside the cherry tomato. I don't know if my cherry tomatoes set fruit either. I'm having a hard time with pollination this year. And these sunflowers are looking pretty. I have one right there that bloomed, and you can see by the tops that a bunch of others are going to start blooming. My basil, looking good, growing slowly, but I'm going to pinch the tops of all my basil plants, and that will help. And over here I have some things that my son gave me. He gave me this pretty little white rose bush, this little palm, another rose bush, a tiny rose bush, and another succulent there. So yeah, then when you turn around here, you can see I've actually begun to get my brick patio uncovered. I still need to hit it with a pressure washer, and that should clean it up nicely. And then if you come over here, I can try to walk without tripping. That's sometimes a tall order. I've got more brick patio all underneath here and a walkway, but it's pretty well covered still. All of my time has been spent out there going through my containers, throwing stuff out, giving stuff away. And that has been my single-minded project for a couple of weeks. All right, so I've got some pallets laid out. I'm starting to gather building materials. You can see I've got the pier blocks there. My son will be bringing me a bunch of dimensional lumber. We're gonna stack it up. And then right here, where you see the caution tape, or the do not cross sheriff's tape, in this general vicinity will be my 10 by 12 she shed garden house. And then I think coming off along where you see that pallet there, I will build a little seed house attached. That'll be around 6 or 7 feet wide, maybe 6 feet wide, and go down almost to the creek, so about 10 or 12 feet, about 12 feet. And that is not a greenhouse so much as it is a place for me to get my seedlings going at the end of the spring. So yeah, I'm staying busy and feeling good. Well, it's all about getting these windows. Boy, I have a lot of them too. Look at all that. And I've got more over at the store, so that's cool. These windows and these window frames all up into my upper garden. I'm going to stack them against the fence and then tie them so that they don't fall over in the wind. you know, sometimes an inanimate object becomes almost like family. And that's what this chair is to me. I found this in a little town called Hanford, here in the Central Valley of California, little farming town that has actually quite a bit of culture. They have a lot of music happens there. There's a train station if you're heading down to Southern California, and antique stores. Well, my mother and I were doing something in Hanford, and we discovered an antique store that was going out of business. And man, we both had so much fun buying stuff. And I bought this chair, among other things. I think I spent $120 for it, which didn't seem like that much at the time. Anyhow, I had it in my old house. I had it here, but it was beginning to fall apart. It needed to be recovered and everything. So I just put it away in my storage, and there it sat for a dozen years. Well, I dug it out, and what I'm doing is I'm ripping off all of the upholstery and everything. You can see I've got a little pile started. And what I'm going to do is take off all its upholstery until it's just a frame. Then I'm probably going to paint it. I'm thinking maybe white or an off-white. I might do something crazy like black or gray, I don't know. And I love the patina of it now, but it won't last outside for very long. When it starts to lose its finish, then it'll just start to fall apart. But if I give it a nice thick couple coats of exterior semi-gloss latex, it will last a long time outside. And I'm going to fill up the holes with rusty chicken wire and make this into a planter. Probably succulents, so I'll have succulents growing along the back and along the seat and probably on the arms as well. So that's my plan anyway. I'm not sure if it's gonna come to fruition. Yeah, you know, today was one of those days where you get projects done, but you get them done in a very plodding manner. Just putting one foot in front of the other, driving back and forth across the property to move 15 windows, and then tie them to the fence so they're not going to be knocked down by the wind. And I got tight. I'm not completely done. I've got some frames behind me that need to go, but the windows with the glass are pretty much all over there now. And I figured I would sit down for a little while and talk to you and show you my weird little chair project. I'm tired. I didn't sleep real well last night. I'm not sure why. But I got to sleep about 12:30, woke up about 3:45, didn't get back to sleep again until after 5. Slept for a few hours, got up. It was one of those fits and starts kind of sleep situations, and no real reason. And so I'm dragging a little bit today. Tomorrow I need to be up early. My sister will be harvesting her lavender plants. I harvested, I think you probably saw this already in this video, but I harvested my one and only huge lavender. I still have more to cut. I'm waiting for the sun to go down a little bit more. When I go out to water, I think I will cut some more. But I also wanted to show you that I'm pretty much done cleaning out my blue container. So come along with me and I will show you what I've done. Okay. Trash. All right. So there's some things that need to be put different places, like all of these rivets. I have to put them somewhere. I'm going to try to sell them on eBay. This stuff goes to the store. This is a bunch of stuff that It's just fabric and things. But pretty much everything down the way here. This is a bunch of clothes of mine, linens, things I decided not to get rid of yet. There's fabrics here. Oh, this is some stuff that had been, I made it, but my mother saved it for years. This is a little needlepoint. I love this thing of butterflies. I need to hang that up, put it in my house. This is something I made when my kids were little, and I thought I would hang it in their room. I never did, but I think it will be in whatever room I end up setting aside for when Carson visits. Just a little embroidered alphabet. And then just a piece of crochet. This thing, see, I'm going to put this out so you can see it a little bit better. This is an embroidered Victorian style house, and it's made of brick, and it has, you can see into the windows here. There's a table in this one, there's a brass bed in this one, there's flowers here, and this, and it says, this is a line from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young song, Our House, which goes, our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Now everything is easy because of you. And I loved that song when I was a teenager, and for some reason I decided to decorate the back of this old denim work shirt with that. And on the front is my name and the motif that I used on everything, a moon and a star. I painted that on everything when I was a teenager, and to this day I still love moon and star imagery. So that's that stuff. And when we head back down here, just lots of junk from my grandparents and things that I'm going to give to my kids and to my grandson. My kids have gotten pretty much all their stuff. I have a big, huge collection back up in there of mismatched china. And I'm thinking about renting my mismatched china, doing tablescape rentals, not the whole 9 yards with event planning, just the tablescape rentals. And then I have all of my musical equipment is still up in here. I took the drums inside, but all my guitars and basses are still there, and various and sundry things. And when you come back along this side, this is all empty. Top shelves above my head are empty. This is stuff, most of it is artifacts from my grandparents, that I need to go through with my kids and see if they want any of it. What they don't want is going into tubs marked with my grandson's name, and he can throw it out after I die. And I have lots of stuff like denim. These are clothes, but I've got a lot of, I've got 3 or 4 tubs full of of old denim pants, jeans, that I'm going to use for crafts. I've got some stuff for Carson up there. See, craft denim. My son gave me a big collection of these glass soda bottles. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'll figure something out. Here are some really cool old glass lamps that came out of a schoolhouse. I think those might end up in the she shed. And just bits and bobs that need to be put away or filed. Here's a couple of the pine needle baskets I made years ago. I'm going to give those to my son. I have a whole box of brass bells that I'm going to hang from the tree in the upper garden where my shoe shack is going to be. What else do I have over here? Albums, backpacking equipment. Oh my gosh, nobody should have this much Christmas stuff. all of these boxes, all the way down and over and all the way up, are full of Christmas stuff. I have got to get rid of at least half of it this summer, and then, you know, get it down to 2 boxes at Christmas. That's all I really need. And this is the piano my dad sent to my mother from Germany. And I don't know if the soundboard's been destroyed from being outside and, you know, in an uncontrolled environment weather-wise. It probably has been, but I'm not going to toss this. I'm going to let my piano playing son decide whether to keep it or toss it. So there you go. That is pretty much done. Sure feels good to know what's on all of these boxes and on all of these shelves. So I believe that I'm going to sit back down in this very convenient wheelchair. We have 2 wheelchairs, and I've got a spot for them in here. As soon as I move stuff and put it away, I will put these away. But boy, they're nice to have if you need a place to perch outside under a tree. And then over here, that pile of stuff, that's all things that my kids are going to go through, and a lot of it's trash, but I wanted them to check it out, you know, before it ended up in the dump. So anyhow, that is the end of coming to the end of my day. I have come to the end of my sorting for the blue container, and I think I'm going to take it easy. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.